Hey guys, Darcy and Leiko here, welcoming you to our 12 Days of Anime, where we're about to count down our top 12 moments that we watched this year, all in one video.
Which I guess goes against the point of it all. I mean, it is called the 12 Days of Anime, not the 12 moments squeezed into one video. But I digress.
So, strap on your party hats, get out your streamers, unzip your pants, and let's dance because it's time to begin. Attack on Titan is one of the most hyped anime that we've had in the past few years, even more so than Sword Art Online. But there's one scene that surprisingly isn't given too much attention. What scene is this, you ask? I like to call it Attack on Rumen.
That's not even clever.
Shut up, Leiko. In this scene, Eren rushes into a room full of traffickers to save Mikasa, only bringing with him the ultimate weapon. A broom with a knife attached. I mean, seriously? This is one of the most unintentionally hilarious scenes I've seen in quite a while.
What is more badass than a guy getting hit so hard he's sent flying? A guy getting punched so hard he's sent flying and loses his clothes. Durarara is filled with moments that could have been put on this list. But the moment where the character TheJimiJJ is introduced is the best one. Shizu has a lot of great moments, but the first one is the one that stood out the most, mainly because it's really badass and fun to watch.
How do you create a satisfying end to an episode? Solve all the problems? Solve some of the problems? Start solving the problems? Create a problem? Perhaps, but I'd argue that Oregairu presenting the message works just as well, simply because of how blunt and straightforward it is. I know it's not the proper translation, but I honestly think it's better than the actual one.
Shiki was an anime which really kept me on the edge of my seat through the first half. It had a lot of moments which were really creepy and thrilling to watch. The moment we put as number 9 is where one of the protagonists, Yuki Natsuno, is awoken by a sudden noise and the sound of footsteps approaching his door. When the door opens, it turns out it's just his friend's sister. But when she leaves the room, Yuki hears someone calling his name. Okay, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can I include a scene simply for the reason that it's beautiful? Because it really is. Not because of the animation, though that's also wonderful, but due to the childlike innocence and pure joy that is brought out by this scene. You could argue that a lot of Wolf Children is like this, and to an extent I'd agree, but this is the scene that just stood out the most for me.
Steins is an amazing anime. And with good anime comes good moments, and Steins is no exception. There is one moment in Steins everybody who has seen the show can agree on is hilarious. And the moment I'm talking about is the son of a bitch moment. Oh English, how I love you.
Now, I didn't watch Beck for the first time this year, but since I both just rewatched it and do what I want, I'm including it. This is the scene that begins the change in Yukio, the scene where he finally gets up and gains confidence in himself. I was sitting there like, you can do it, man!
At number 5 we have the ending to season 1 of The World God Only Knows. So just sit back, relax and listen to this fantastic voice. Did I say fantastic voice? I meant a voice that can be compared to someone trying to sing while... I can't think of anything.
End of Evangelion, surrounded in controversy, flowing in wonder, and home to this amazing scene. At first glance, you may be thinking that everything in this scene is conflicting. It's playing upbeat and happy music whilst the sad and dramatic scene is playing out. But when you continue watching, you'll start to notice how well this fits in. End of Evangelion shows perception, positivity versus negativity, and this scene works really well in that context. It's happy, but it's also sad. In the end, it just depends on how you view it. Huh. Who knew the end of the world and consequently all humanity could be so beautiful?
Number 3! Code Geass is my favorite anime. It has great characters and a great plot. So of course there had to be moments that I really liked. The moment which I consider the best is the ending to the show. I personally think it's one of the best endings I have ever seen. There are other shows with great endings, but this particular ending was just so great in my opinion, so I just had to put it on the list.
Perfect Blue is a brilliant film brimming with subtext about the media. With some of our personal favourite moments coming from this film, from the poetic bathtub scene essentially giving you a glimpse into the stress of our protagonist,
to the unforgettable rape scene that will burn into our minds forever. But what moment did we choose? We chose the moment where Mima comes to realize her true potential as a person, as she gives an almost sinister smile and says,
Merry fucking Christmas!
no, that's it, I'm done, I'm not doing it anymore.
But there's only one part left.
Yeah, I know there's only one more part, Laiku, but I'm done. I'd rather die than do more. I'm sick of editing. Well, alright then.
Okay, the name's TheJimiJJ, call me Nino, call me Jimmy. I've been known to sell out tickets in imaginary cities. If you haven't heard of me, well that shit is such a pity, cause my mommy always tells me that my raps are really witty.